Hey guys, just before I start this video, I just wanted to apologize for not uploading for a long time. I basically just stopped playing PC games in general. I had gone back to console for quite a bit to play with my friends on that, and I just got way too addicted to it, and I forgot to come back on PC and record. Like I said, I wanted to apologize for that. I'll be on PC a lot more now, and I'll be able to record more videos, hopefully that you guys will enjoy. Okay, anyway, back to the video. Yo, what's up guys, Late Ninja today, and I'm playing Doki-Doki Literature Club. This is a visual novel styled game about 4 girls, and you join obviously a literature club. Now, I have played this game before, I have seen videos of it, so I do have an idea of like how messed up this game is. And as you might have seen in the intro, viewer discretion is advised. So just a final warning, anyone who isn't into that sort of stuff or is scared at some point, just don't watch this. But I'm gonna try and play each playthrough in one video, even though each video is gonna be like an hour and a half. So hopefully you guys like sitting there and wait and like just watching a video for a long time. If not, this video is not really for you. Anyway, let's start a new game. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Nate. Well, if people start staring at you and acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with just other students making their daily commute. By the way, Nate, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, even in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Cause that's very normal. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being genuinely used to the third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Nate, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Nate. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other? Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Nate. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about we make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Also, because I have played this game, I do know about the characters, and my favourite one out of all of them so far is Natsuki, and you'll see why in a bit. But you have the option to get closer to one of them, and I think my first option is going to go with her. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I mean, I'm more of a coffee person myself. I've got coffee right here. Beautiful drink. I do like tea, just I like coffee more because of the taste. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Sir, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I should tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all those politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity of how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all their effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Nate, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds herself comfortable in the world of books. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yep. Me, in general. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Then give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing makes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example to help Natsuki feel more comfortable, even enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Nate? Monika smiles warmingly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All four girls are staring back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Nay... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment, write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looked over at me once more. Nate, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Nate, since we're already here, do you want to head home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Like I said, first playthrough I'm going to try and grow closer to Natsuki. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will come to me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poems the most. Now, again, I'm going to go with Natsuki. So, as we heard earlier, she likes cute things. So, for example, candy for Natsuki. If I go with, bouncy, yeah. Doki-Doki. Anime, big question. Anime or kawaii? Strawberry, I'm guessing, yep. Kitty. Poof. Happiness? Oh no, I'm sorry. To be honest, it doesn't matter if I get, as long as most of them are for the one I'm gonna get closer to. Bunny! There we go. Puppies? Video games? I don't know. Feather? No, that's Sayori. Sugar? Okay, got that one. Headphones? Skipping? Skirt? Apparently. Sparkle. Sparkle what? Okay, I'm surprised that's not. I should have read the rest actually, I just saw that one next to it. Fluffy. There we go. I haven't done any for hers yet. Feels bad. I could like just do death and it would turn out to be hers. But, raindrops? Oh, raindrops is hers. Cute. Done. Hi again, Nate. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I'm also about to have a cup of coffee. Well, actually it's a travel mug and it's finished now. That's sad. Yep, it's finished. That's sad. Alright. Well, I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Nate. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Also, with the voices I've been doing, there are some YouTubers that I've seen, like Jacksepticeye, who can put on like good female voices, but I'm just not really good at using voice acting in general. So the most I can do is like I can change the tone of my voice, like with Natsuki, because as they said she's quite cute. I've done a sort of like high pitched little girly type voice. When it comes to Yuri, she's the most mature, so I've gone with like a nice, elegant, calm, very mature voice. When it comes to Monika, I'm like, yeah, she's more mature, not as mature as Yuri, but I do like this sort of voice because it's hard to do like her sort of voice because she's in between both of them. And then Sayori, I just got a Snapchat. She's more of the immature with Natsuki, so I go with like the same sort of voice I do for Monika, but a little bit high pitched, so it goes like this. Hey Nate! Stuff like that. So, sorry I can't do like proper voice acting, but that's the most I can do. Oh come on, it's like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, when we're gonna have a... If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. There we go, I thought it was gonna have a big problem. I certainly skipped it. Natsuki... Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plots back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Nate always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work even without me asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nate can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you sweets today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Oh wait, wrong boy. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? No, never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. There we go. Sorry, I made the first one sound weird, so I had to save it by doing it properly. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seemed to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides. Oh, that's just stuff. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes around the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things you can't really admit you're into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bringing it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. Well, there's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. So I got a little cake. There it is. Natsuki snatches out my hand. She then turns to the box of manga and slipped the volume right back into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Yes, I do as well. I read manga, I'm an otaku, I watch anime, I'm into that sort of stuff, and I play visual novels. But there was one time when I had lost one of my mangas. I didn't know it was in one of my bags that I didn't use anymore. So I literally had a book that said like 9, 10, 12, 13 and 14. The Doki-Doki series, my favourite anime and manga. So I was worrying for so long because I sort of in a way have a bit of an OCD for things all being like straight, even and stuff like that. So yeah, I eventually found it and it's back there. I'm so glad to see it all back. Anyway, back to the video. Sorry about that. I get a closer look at the box that she's admiring. Half-A Girl? A series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Nate. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Half-A Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Wah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Now, I'm going to quickly have to search up what Mo means, or Moe. I'm going to say it's Mo unless it tells me how you say it, because I have no clue what that means. So, give me a second. Lead page. Internet. This is what I don't know about my internet. It takes forever to load things. Maybe it's because I'm using stupid ass Bing because, yep, it is, because for some reason Microsoft Edge is automatically using Bing because it's retarded. Okay. Mo, pronounced Mo-E, okay. Is a Japanese slang loan word that refers to feelings of strong affection mainly towards characters, usually female, in anime, manga, video games, and other media directed at the otaku market. Okay. Okay, I get that now. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. Sorry about that long pause, I had some mixed up in my braces. In fact, you guys didn't even need to know that, but whatever, let's go with it. Unless I cut it out, which I'm probably going to do at this point. Yeah, I'm going to try and cut it out. If not, you're going to hear all this conversation, you're going to think, what the fuck is this guy on right now? I'm on coffee. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say like that. It'll just make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. I do, sometimes. I've read the Doki-Doki manga a good few times. I've also read Dead Man Wonderland, and Death Note, and Bleach. So yeah. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Yep. Okay, I get that. I actually know what slice of life means, so it makes it easier. For those who don't know, it's a representation of realistic life, basically. I kind of go out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining though, enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously, you'd think I would enjoy something that doesn't have a plot. I mean, oh, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter when they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kind of drama, like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey wait, what's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gave me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Snapchat, and good save. Ah, this chapter seems to be about baking. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. It just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Sorry, my mind blanked for a second. What the fuck was that? Okay, my phone decided to do. Okay, whatever. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. And also, I did that laugh wrong. I did it more like a Sayori laugh. It's. There we go. That's that. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. And just so I get no more Snapchats or messages or anything, I'm putting my phone on mute. Give me a second. Done. Not to mention that she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? Hey, close up. Okay. Let's just make sure. Had to quick check if it was recording, and it is, because of my computer glitched out earlier when I tried recording this. So it was very sad. Did I miss something now? No, it was just ellipsis. We read on for a few minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Yeah, manga goes really quick. Like, I could probably read Doki-Doki manga or any manga in general in like what, an hour? So I mean, they don't take too long, which is what makes them great. And I'm guessing that all of those are the normal books, those are the mangas. Only by looking at how different in colour they are. Just like normal mangas, they're all colourful on the covers and that. So yeah. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you just sort your voices out. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince one of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do, exactly. Hmm? You don't? Um, that's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Manga is not for kids. I'm not a kid and I read manga and watch anime and play visual novels and I watch anime. I repeated that because I watch a lot of anime. You still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. I do. I have met some people like that. In real life, and I'm guessing this person has. My person, Natey boy here. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Me, but with all the nerds, not losers. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Santa Monica was kind of a joke about it. I mean, thing is, my parents know I'm an otaku. They even bought me some of this manga. So, they don't actually care about it. They don't care what I'm into. So, yeah, it's chill. It's actually alright. I don't know why she's so worried about her parents knowing. She has her own life, she should enjoy it the way she wants to. I just can't wink out. I can't get that right, because whenever I do, I just think, and she wouldn't sound like that. She's a high-pitched girl. So that part's difficult, which is why I did it like 3 times. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Oh, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. Really? I think I don't want spoilers. I hate spoilers. So if she starts talking about stuff, then that's gonna be bad. You always feel bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... okay, she realised what she was doing. That's good. Hey, shouldn't we talk about that yet? Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast on her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favourite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when you're connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom is a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Okay. Do not take that out of context, guys, please. I beg you. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever for you to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I am the exact same. My mangas have been bent in the past, and I hated that, so I had to go and buy brand new mangas. Like my Bleach mangas over there. Haven't replaced it yet, but it's in bad condition because I had it when I was younger, and at that point I didn't know what manga was. I was like, what, 7 maybe? But yeah, I need to get a replacement for that. It's just like, I think it's a random volume. I think it's like volume 6. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's gonna annoy me because now that's gonna be a good, what, 8 quid. I don't have that money yet. Not at this point. By tomorrow, I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. You mean animes? All the animes? But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully, I repeat that word, carefully slip the book into my bag. You gotta carefully do it. No bends. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that makes everyone ready. Why don't you go find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is writing on a wrinkled sheet of loose torn from a Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Now, obviously, we're gonna go with our girl Natsuki, because anime girl. That's why she's my favourite. She's an otaku, just like me. I was almost about to click Sayori, but I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, yeah, you can't say anything, can ya? Did it all because you'd like it. Ha. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. I did. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And then you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world that you're self-important. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. I'm gonna try and do it in her voice to imagine how she would be reading it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's actually pretty good. I know she's just talking about what animals can do and what. That's still good. Okay. Yeah? I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yep, guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Nope. Can't take it away from anime waifu. Who should I show it to next? Again, doesn't really matter, but let's show Monica. See her thoughts on it. Because apparently this guy is scared of Monica's opinion and that, so let's go ahead. Hi Nate. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, have you ever had... If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Can we watch anime? Please give us an anime time. You'll get Natsuki to enjoy the club more. I watch anime, so we can do that, yeah? Probably not. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. The anime thing, Nate, you've got to think of anime. You like anime, so do I. Let's do it. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Yeah, because you're a little pussy. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nate. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's just that sort of barrier where we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. I like it, Nate. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. You see, I know the stuff. And she's a good writer too. Yes, she is. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? No, but I'm going to search up if that's a real person, because I am now interested to find out if that is a real person. Yeah, it's a real person. It's an American writer. Apparently a poet. Writer known for his cartoons, songs, stuff like that. And oh, she's not a poem, he writes books. Okay. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. They gave me an explanation, and I just wasted time going to the internet to find the answer. Good job, Nathaniel. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Wrong voice. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through, so I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. No, I won't. I'm still going with the cute, simple stuff. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. Just skip that one by accident. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's just because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Logic, okay? Well, I mean, I guess facades, but whatever. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall, that's what it's called. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction of sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left cut in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Oh, my retinas. Already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I don't understand that. I'm sure it has some nice deep meaning, but my brain just went out the window. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask about for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, they can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, I guess so, whatever. Let's go with Yuri. We'll save Sayori for last, because that'll be the end of it, I'm guessing. End of this session. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical with new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from a topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing in a simple poem. Even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might even take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd like to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. Her voice is one of the hardest to do, so reading this poem is going to be difficult, but I'm going to try and stick with what I do. Because she sounds very, incredibly smart, so she might have written a lot. I hope not, I hope it makes it easy, but prepare for me to, start with a terrible voice after a bit. After all, isn't that supposed to be a literature club? Oh, she didn't, thank God. Ghost under the light. Is there a thing I can click to read it properly? Because I cannot understand. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstand the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Oh, the light flickers, I flicker back. I forgot how you join R's, it makes it like an N. But then I looked at the N up there and it was different, so I remembered it was an R. Don't tell me I could have just history. Oh no, it's not there. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but you took a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Oh, great. Great, now you tell me. Thanks. The effect of her voice. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, mate. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem has only been symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn. Putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, now, I will be right back again. I probably will cut the part out when I'm gone, but I'll be back and then we'll read Sayori's and carry on with the story. Okay, let's go on to Sayori's. Don't know why I whistled there. So, ... This is a good poem, Nate. Are you sure this is your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. But I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Not to mention that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Is that not enough proof? That's what he meant it as. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Nate. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Great, a big poem. Okay. The poem's called Dear Sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead and helping me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What an ending. I'd wake up and write that and then be like, yeah, I want breakfast now, let's go. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah, her voice is one of the difficult as well because I've got to go high pitch, but I'm not doing like, you're a meanie, like the way I do Natsuki's, because she's still more mature. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put this? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. This is straining my throat. There. Okay. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. There we go. I'm saying that afterwards. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, you do have a couple. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Nate did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Nate liked my poem, too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Nate appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how did you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Oh, please do not make me choose between the two. This is so stupid. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as Nate started showing up. Oh shit. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I'm just going to do it like that because I can't do both their voices at the same time, obviously. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both the girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Nate. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What the fuck is this? What's even happening at this point? I love the music at this point. It's like one of those freaking derpy music. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her. Help me explain that to her, Nate. Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effective. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Nate? Um, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Exactly. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, as much as I wanna say help me Sayori to stop all the arguments and having someone else choose. Natsuki for life. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I wrap my brain in an attempt to back myself up. Oh god. I think that conveying feelings in a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader take over. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki voice lines. I already had that voice in my head, so I was carrying on like that. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. Sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder, so I always nodding vigorously. Yep, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught up in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for his Tom. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So, you don't need to feel threatened either. I was taught on my phone. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Nate. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone can read each other's poems, alright? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially for you, Nate. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we all got a little too used to. So, my point of joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we'll do literature related things in the club room. So maybe you can have the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Monica? About what? That's not the most important thing in a literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're here, Vice President Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Is she now? Good for Monica, she's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. Obviously. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Oh. I guess we just skipped to the end instead of talk to anyone else. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. Sorry, I got like stuck on my arm. Don't know what it is. Whatever. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Nate, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Really? You might as well, and maybe you learned something from your friends too. You might as well turn this into a poetry club. If we're just gonna write poems on and on. Change it to the Doki-Doki Poetry Club. DDPC. So your poems will turn out even better. I'm still doing the cute ones, so don't worry. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. But then look, that means I can easily do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Natsuki. I nod myself with newfound determination. Nate! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Hey, Nate. Avoid that. This thing on my arm, jeez. I don't even know, it could be a splinter or something. I don't even know why the hell I'd have a splinter on my arm. I've been nowhere near trees or fences. Sayori. About what happened earlier. Oh, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I see why they'd make good friends with you. I can see. Phew. You know, Nate, it's nice to get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop that? No, it doesn't. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, I don't even know what the meaning was for... Okay, well, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... I'm guessing... Vanilla is Natsuki. Play is apparently Sayori. Why? Chocolate is going to be Natsuki. Done it. She used flying in hers, but apparently it's not. What the hell? Okay. Cute, Natsuki. Puppy, Natsuki. Marshmallow, Natsuki. Hop, Natsuki. Bunny, Natsuki. Mouse, Natsuki. Poof, Natsuki. I don't even know. Giggle, Natsuki. Jumpy, Natsuki. Lazy? No, that's more of a Sayori thing. Spinning, Natsuki. Fluffy, Natsuki. I don't know. Strawberry, Natsuki. Kitty, Natsuki. Kawaii, Natsuki. Games, Natsuki. Raindrops is Yuri. Apparently, I thought it would have been Natsuki. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the classroom, the usual scene greets me. Hi Nate! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. But that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to have a look at it. Sayori seems nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves to one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. My face is in the book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Nate to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. You really like it when you speak... I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? What's that to say about you, Yuri? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she would bring me to the club even before she told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Slap, I guess? Yeah. Out of nowhere, someone smacks Sayori in the face and stumbles onto her desk. Ow, what, that was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Sorry, I accidentally double clicked. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, and it was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. So good. I can't do that voice when I'm eating, but I know her mouth's full when she's talking, so I'm trying it. So good. There we go, that's the best I can do. Huh? Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Hey, your one looks good, really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why didn't I give you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of the seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches over to nudge Sayori off her there. Home. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Oh, never mind that. What helped you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I did the wrong voice for that. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Nate. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. So my Monica and Yuri voice are very similar, but when I try and do Sayori's voice, sometimes I kind of go into Monica's. Because Sayori's is a more high pitched, it's basically the same sort of voice as Monica, just a little bit more high pitched, and yeah. So sometimes I like to go into Monica's, so if I do, sorry about that. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Sorry, I don't know why I started that. I just saw 1, 2 knots. I think knotted like 3 times. Knotted 3 times. That's the word. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume out of Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hand and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me pull this one out. Let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forgot. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Huh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Ah, sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organise it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet there's a collapsible stool with a hang that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them down for you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto a stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Landing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki has been stubborn as usual. Natsuki used her fingers to scoot one of those smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah? As the box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah. I'm guessing it was just meant to be wah, but it looked like wah. Wee. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to her teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back to the closet. That's not a very good idea. There's a turny wheelie chair. I don't have one at home. I used to. My mom does. Downstairs, but I can't use that one. She rolls it on the wheels back to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. Yep, knew it. But I've already learnt my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs onto her chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga. Yeah, I knew it was those multicolored ones. And bends down to put it on the shelf below. Wah. That's the voice. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got ya. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. That's not good. Good. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Yep. Natsuki wraps her arms around the parfait girl's box, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey Nate, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Huh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright, just let me stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she's just realised something, but she'll never lose balance. But she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? There we go, that's the voice. Another dirt moment. You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out! But what? I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Kya? Kya? The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! The force full of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. So Natsuki comes to her senses. I don't know how you'd make that noise. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Yeah. Gross. I still don't understand how I'm meant to do these voices. The fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monika suddenly peers in. Monika? See what happens when you put manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill the club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monika. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monika says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no, my... Huh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. That image is stuck in my head. Just that page. Bent. Oh no. Nah, that hurts. Must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it fixed. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut and then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No! I don't even care that much, I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki stops again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so the only thing I know how to do. Alright, well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of the manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on this one once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lips quiver. You're really nice to me. Huh? It sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what to do. What happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes of silent between us as I began gathering the scattered books. I'll make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done that I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hand. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. Wait, we sit in the same spot as last time and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes in the background and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this one for now? Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Yeah. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good. Okay. There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy your reads writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Natsuki's very future, like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. And then the poem slips out of her hand and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey Nate, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? What do you think who do you think I am, Monika? No. I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem on the floor, then quickly picks it up. She reaches to it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, really? In fact, she didn't like your poem. Didn't you like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Nate? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Nope, didn't understand it at all. Anyway. Oh. Okay. So like I said, I've heard about this story before. I'm not going to spoil anything, so I'm not going to bring it up. But that could talk about something that happens later on with Monika. Oh, that's really surprising. I've just thought about that now. Okay, damn. Anyway. How do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. Oh, it's just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hand. Neither of us noticed her re-enter the classroom. Not re-enter. My brain doesn't think good. Re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course. I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Nate wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Nate is done sharing his poem with everyone. It's not like anyone will want to read it anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? never mind. Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but it's still not fair for Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Nate is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine, Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Oh really? No, I've got to read this in her voice. That's a big poem. Okay, let's go. The poem's called Amy Likes Spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm not a fan of spiders too. I actually have don't really have a fear of them. I don't like them. Sometimes I'm scared of them though. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps make people realise how stupid they're being. Like, everyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. It doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Also, I was on Snapchat at the time, I kind of forgot to talk. Something that you're afraid if people will find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. It does. Who cares if someone likes? Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it can make them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Okay. We've already shown Monica it, so I don't see the point. So let's go to Yuri. Let's go into the long ass poem as well then. Are you still mad at me? Huh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. It's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. This is why I feel bad about denying everyone else, but I want to go in Natsuki's path first. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I am frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that request. Okay, Sayori's time. Oh, I like this one, Nate. Has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. It's not very helpful, you know. Oh, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. It makes me feel things and then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write about something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Sure. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Oh, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, sorry about knocking my mic against my shoulder there, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. You know what this sounds like? She's sounding like Bob Ross. He's like, happy little trees. We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. She's sounding like Bob Ross, but the poet version of Bob Ross. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Nate. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Really? 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 Game, please don't make me do this. The poem is called Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie. That sounds weird. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine and rubbing together with like a bundle of kittens. I each inside with my thumbs and forefingers and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Where's that but? Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally, all alone, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come. In such a hurry, do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That's it, okay? Holy crap. So, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a Monica taught? I said Monica. It's Monica. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something. There, can my brain understand reading properly? Before dropping it no more than a week later. Apparently not. I wonder if this is one of those times. Can brain work? But seeing the passion in her eyes make it hard for me. Okay, I can say make it hard for me to be pessimistic, but it was meant to say makes. You've already seen my poem, Monica. What's the point? Oh, I get to see your poem. Yeah. Hi again, Nate. It was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Okay, this one's not too long. The poem is called Save Me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, RGB colours. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. You know, people wouldn't expect to be reading this far down. Like, that's a C. People wouldn't think, hey, let's go down the whole way. But load me. That also might fit into what we find out at some point, which you guys will find out maybe. I don't know if it'll be this episode. It might be. I don't know what will happen at the end to this one, so we'll have to keep going and find out. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression on a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. Then when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind. Now, right now I'm kind of thinking, if you played... Okay, this is just spoilers for a game that I want to record at some point, when I can, called Undertale. Now, you play against... Well, you are for... There's a person called Flowey, and a person called Sans, who break the fourth wall and know about saving your game and loading them. And that just makes you remind of them, because she's a lot like that. You never know when that change of mind, you gotta save your game. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this deep even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. But yeah, she's different to the rest of them. And you'll find out at some point. Unless you've already seen the whole of the DLC and know what happens. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I hope Yuri doesn't hate us forever. I don't really do so well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can hand out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I forgot you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is, we're all going to let everyone else come and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda looked over this. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and need to put on a good performance, then it will inspire the others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And if those reasons that we're all in this club today, don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Oh god. They're not happy about it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Yes, Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think the Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri detectively glances over at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of your own. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. We'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. I'm so glad you don't expect me to read it out. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line and recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Is she just simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Recitation? I'm guessing it's recitation. I didn't read that last one because I was too busy. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. Yay! That was so good, Monica! I'm going to be back one last time. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quite quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri's anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Sayori. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. There must be rare glimpses into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops off her chair and cheerfully walks towards the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her voice is suddenly made as a perfect match. Like her software was made as a perfect match. This poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If you were to read this on paper, you probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it coming from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Sorry if you can hear me clicking my fingers, I do it sometimes. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she says she liked my poem. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Nate liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It means she's liking you and you should stay away from her. It probably doesn't. Well, I don't know, maybe it does. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. And is my chair on something? No, it's not. Okay. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Nate. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. I might as well let Nate lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less of your abilities and more of the lack of confidence in your writing. There's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like rhyme and rhythm, but whatever. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Maybe you can pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised by that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. This is turning into a poetry club though. I don't know why it's called Doki-Doki Literature Club, it should be called Doki-Doki Poetry Club. I can't wait. Sorry, my graphics tablet was in the way. I can do this, I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica. But I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Stop trying to impress Monica! You got Natsuki, so go away. Leave Monica alone. She just... yeah. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, sir? Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Nate. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. We walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed, but today, Sayori has been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, I like how we get to, I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh. Oh no, I don't know what to say. Sayori is nice and everything, and I would still want to walk home with her, but Natsuki. Big question. Fuck it, I said this whole time I'm gonna go through with Natsuki, so. Let's hear this. She's probably like gonna act a bit sad to hear that, but walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Aha! You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point of speculating something that's never going to happen. Maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. See, because the thing is, like, as much as I wanted to say that, I couldn't because I said I'm going with the Natsuki route, basically. Or, like, getting with her, or trying my best to. But, like, back when I played it, I got, the bad ending, like, because we all know there's bad endings in this game, it's a messed up game. I got the bad ending for Sayori, and I know why. So I'm not going to spoil why, because in case I get that ending on this turn, or I'll get it on another turn, on another go at the game, playthrough. But yeah, it's sad to hear, like, to know why, and then to make that things that, like this make sense. but it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows what will happen in these 2 hours and 28 minutes? To be honest, it's going to go down a lot after all the skips I did. Like that one 10-minute pause I took, I think. I don't even know how long the pause was. But I was sat here pausing thinking I wasn't even recording. And sorry I'm rambling at this point, but I was quite explaining because I don't know if... This will only be if you guys don't see it that you'll hear about it. But I paused it for so long just to check Snapchat. I forgot about the recording. Okay, so we're gonna have cute. Poof. Starscape? Nope. Shiny? There we go. Back on Haru. Boop. Headphones. Silly. Nope. I forgot she's the silly one. Blah, blah, blah. Swimsuit? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is Natsuki's suicide. That's Yuri's. Or I want to click it just to test who it's for, but I can't. I've got to keep going with Natsuki's route. Doki-Doki. Fun? Nope. Nibble. That's quite a cute thing. Strawberry is a cute thing, apparently. Rain cloud. She was talking about a rain cloud. She spoke about. No, that wasn't her. That was Natsuki. Not Natsuki. It's Sayori. What am I talking about? Kitty. Bunny. I think flying. Why are these not okay? Whatever. Giggle is cute. Puppy. Kawaii. Okay, I still made it mainly hers, but there was more Sayori. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe I'm not maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. There we go. Huh? Why you complained about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in transformation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event now, it's okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori, sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll walk over to her. This is where you start finding out things. Hey Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like it just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back in their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading this into it a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. And I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Nate. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Nate. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori, it's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that it has always been. You're so funny, Nate. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as that? As so cheerful? What is that? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much, I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I just said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I wouldn't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori's sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, and I'm letting this weigh me down too much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. That there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey you! Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. Oh, there isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried, I was just... Natsuki glanced down at her side. She's holding a volume of the manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute. We can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. You made that sound the wrong way. That's Sayori? Thinking about her? Yes, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhaled. See? Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing, exactly. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. In that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then she would have been the first person to go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hand. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, sir. I was not. Jeez. If you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything was back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, I'm gonna go to Natsuki last, because if she wants to keep the poem, then I can give it to her. So let's try that. Let's try to go to Sayori first. Sorry. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell that you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Yep. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Nate. Sorry? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. See, this is the thing, like, I want to talk about how she is, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people already know. I'm not going to spoil anything. We're going to wait till we get that ending. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out the classroom, humming to herself. Sad, man. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she's changed her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Okay, let's go to Monica. Hi Nate. Hi Nate. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one more thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take a look at the poem I'm holding in my hand. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You see, I did it right. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Oh, come on, Nate. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like manga that she's into. Not pretending, he actually does genuinely like her. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Nate. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of the time, she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it can end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? That's... I'm not sure how to respond to Monika. Yep. While I care about her and the club, I also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get with Natsuki. Smart thing. Monika smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Oh no, oh, this one's a long one. The poem's called A Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, not purpose. Purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search the little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all the others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand clutches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful day. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds with a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. But I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up the gust of wind. There's no secret message at the bottom or anything at this point, so... or anything that people wouldn't notice without going down the whole way. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In any way, it's almost paradoxical. Even if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? It is quite deep and paradoxical, yeah. There's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm 3D. I think you'd know that better than everyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? Yes. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into, but if you find people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. That's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to keep improving, or whatever it's like. Let me try and see if I knew that word. Continue. I tried saying include. My brain needs to better work. I said that. That sentence is going to be a new sentence in the English language. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? Quite literally, I'm owning this literature club on an app on my computer. It's called Doki-Doki Literature Club. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. And now time for Natsuki. Let's go. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised Seems like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like, it's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? Took me a while to figure it out, but I think I finally did. Maybe that's Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Nate, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki? Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people are just gonna laugh and say, "That's so cute," just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grabbed the poem in my hand until she relaxed her grip of it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem from me from the desk. It's not any good. I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems, I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true, for the first time I read one of your poems I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought much about how hard it is for you, and I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Oh Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realised how difficult this was for her. But finally she forces herself to extend her arm and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. I love this music. The poem is called Because You. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little empty, because you listen to me. When something is written above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but I do my best. But my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing the things that you just can't say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small soft hand surprised me with her assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I know what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would. Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so... That's all for now, so... Go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Okay, you three. Don't tell me I have to do another practice. We're all done sharing poems. I've been doing the wrong voice. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Good catchphrase? Good catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? The only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Oh, seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just wanted to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. So I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop being misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the day for preparations, so let's decide on what everyone else will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. I mean. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Oh, I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. And now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. That may be the case, but I can't always be a leader on my own, so then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changed as she stares at the desk and focus and starts mumbling to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Nate. You're the one who's truly useless. You mean the one who's truly useless, I think he said. Oh, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, Both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you gave one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? I wonder if they're gonna respond to a suggestion like that. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you didn't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you wouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Nate may not like to be around if you only make him out as a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Oh no, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Nate to... What do you say? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Nate to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying that. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Nate, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Okay, I can already narrow down some people, because even though they're not physically going to be together, Monica and Sayori are working on one thing together. They're both doing the same thing. They're both helping each other out with like, whatever they're doing. I forgot. Now, I don't even know why I'm thinking about this because I'm going to go with Natsuki. I'm doing her route. But Yuri, I mean, like she hated me at the start, so I don't know why I should go with her. That's my reasoning. Seriously. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it probably could use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. Yeah, I know. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Nate? Me? Guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not a big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little unappreciated in general. Having to come up with something to do for her to do, and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I also taken back by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps people smile, so everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. 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 Sorry, I keep messing up with my voice because like I switched from this sort of sad, lonely voice to something who hardly talks to people. Yeah. So yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realised that you didn't even have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Hey, got a girl's number. You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured since I'm the one helping, I should be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy come over to my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say that you were going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act in front of everyone else. That I was looking forward to this. Really? You were? I think it said. If it was, I'm a genius. Wait, really? Oh, I was close. Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. She was gonna ask if you wanted to stay and meet with her. I can't believe this. Natsuki is gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Yes. Hopefully. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Please say there's no, thing. Okay, it's not. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous. But it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club earlier that day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori's house before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering in myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a bit of a habit to simply enter each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Please don't be what I'm thinking it is. I head up to her bedroom where we finally find her. Okay, good. Alright. I don't want to spoil things or anything, but yep. Sayori? Hi, Nate. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces to smile, but she tells she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over, like, you haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. Has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always has been. As it has always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and the wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori's already left. Sayori had already left by the time we had that meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for you to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? For her. That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Nate. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Nate. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Nate? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. This is the truth I was talking about with her. She's depressed. And it's sad, but it's how she is in the game, and there's no way to make that change. I don't think so anyway. Maybe getting close to Sayori can change it, but I haven't tried that because I haven't even seen YouTubers play this game. I've only played the one playthrough myself. So, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? I'm sounding more like Monica's because like my normal Sayori is like, hey guys, like she's happy and like high pitched happy, but now she's like, because she's talking about her depression and that, she's sad and down. So it's like, why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? Like that. So that's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. Headphones on? Okay. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me this entire time I've known her? One sec, my friend messaged. Did she really want to so badly put me in? But I had to think about her. Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Sorry, I was just messaging my mate. He wants to play this game. So I'm going to call him after this recording. After this video. Because if I knew, I would have done everything that could support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Nate. You don't understand at all, Nate. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. Feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to talk to me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Nate. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is that everything could be like it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Nate. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Nate. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. This is so sad, man, because I've known people that are depressed, and it's really sad to hear things like this. But, you know, let's just carry on. Let's finish this story. I want to hear how it ends. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Nate, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make those feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Nate. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go, and she does so I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah? It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one when I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want me to come along? Do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, so I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back home anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Hey. Sup? Oh, sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than the school uniform really threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes made the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make me feel awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't have them at home. Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly saying that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that it's only on ×1, I don't know why. Let's see. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyways, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Nate? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yep. I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems I've always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! The size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't you think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because you don't have to have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like that. Don't mean I don't have a mature. There we go. Natsuki catches the words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when girls call you gross. Finally found your weakness, Nate. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm going to be fighting back. But if she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spoiled lip fluids and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixture isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Nate, where did you put the food colour in? The batter's going to be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To colour the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different colour. That way, even if the colours are different, everyone can still pick their favourite. Ah, that's a cute idea. What are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. If you try, you could at least try to have fun. I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put in a few drops of food colouring into each. Oh, it does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it when you, in the end, if you just look at and make what? It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes line up. That sentence makes more sense if I don't have you. Like the one she made on your first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly representing her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that. Yeah, maybe I will use the food colouring then. Sounds like you just started to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food colouring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer on the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and using a huge bowl for the icing. Yeah? The icing's still all lumpy, are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs a whisk from me and uses her own hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough of my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some of my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Oh, I thought it was Natsuki, so I said, I forced the force of my Natsuki pulling me closer to me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving the finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist from my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I take that one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's fingers and put it into my mouth, licking off the ice cream. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Nate, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breath. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make A mistake like that. You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Jeez. Natsuki used an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sat it atop of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watched Natsuki slide the cupcakes into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as that Natsuki opens her oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different coloured cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope we can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. Yes, I know all about this stuff. My mum bakes, so I've seen all this stuff before. So Natsuki, I know I have to go through explaining this, but it's annoying because I already know this stuff. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. And that one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be a fun way. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. What even is this right now? Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to use it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they all are together. They are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Oh, come on, that's so unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Oh, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki passes the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. And the reason it's so difficult to tell if it's me or her talking, because both of our names start with Nat. So when I see it, I'm just like, oh, that's Nate. Or no, it turns out to be Natsuki. And then if it's Natsuki, I'll be like, okay, it's Nate, let's go. I wish we would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always listens to me. Always does listen to me. But at that point, I felt like I couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki... What? Natsuki what? Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like this afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, wait, Natsuki? Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely as if she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Nate, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki? Sounding interest from me, Natsuki gets closer to me. I feel her fingers gently clutching the side of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-coloured cheeks are matching, and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy, and I feel her soft breath against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Oh. Why? Hi Nate. Sayori? Just now we went. It's okay, Nate. I just stopped to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyways, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Nate? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Because you liked him. Well, you liked me apparently. Everything hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much easier if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Nate. If I wasn't there... If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Oh shit. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but if the ending comes that I think it is, this makes sense. Oh shit. Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. Oh, and by the way, because I know like what happens like after one playthrough, you redo it. I'm thinking I might make this into a super big series, like not just like a set of the full playthroughs. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and turn this in. Unless I can't, I'm gonna turn this into a whole playthrough with Natsuki, then one with Yuri, then one with Sayori, and one with Monica. So it's gonna be a good like maybe a really long part, but this should help start my thoughts back into YouTube. And I've been recording for 3 hours 38 minutes. Oh shit. I'm scared. I'm back to this now. I'm scared, Nate. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak when I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Nate, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, you guys are gonna have to wait a while for this. I'm probably gonna do a Sayori playthrough next time, like after the whole of the Natsuki one. And if it comes to it, then I will say I love you, but because I'm doing a Natsuki playthrough, I can't say that. And if I get hate for this, I'm sorry, but I know how nice you can be, but I'm gonna have to say you will be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get through the things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. You see, that's the thing, like I wanted to say I love you so it would probably end out differently, but I think this is the way I get the same ending I did last time, which is good. I didn't want a different ending because I need that for a different playthrough. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I mean, I don't know. So, can't tell ya. I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I can get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Nate. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both her hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I can't scream because it's 1:23 at night. Or 1:23 in the morning. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing there in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done, well there is, but I didn't want to say it. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Good luck with that. It's the day of the festival. Of all days I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over than I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Nate, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little books on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones you prepared for all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised she didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days that it's important it'd be a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awkward knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Nate. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you knew about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori tell her about it that quickly? About how basically I turned down her confession? That makes me seem really, that made me really seem like the bad guy here. Sorry about knocking my headset. I hit the mic with my hand. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as funny as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I got one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something about this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognise Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during the practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones you practice. It's one I haven't read before. Oh shit. It's called percentage sign. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But this poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. But the poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Fuck, man. Jesus. What is this? Reading the poet, I get a pit in my stomach. Nate? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Oh shit, it is the ending I had. Alright, I'm not going to spoil it, but I don't like the ending at all. It's sad. I think I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's all I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house to knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened my door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I've ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Ah, fuck. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayo? Yeah. Oh shit. What's going on here? Shit. An exception has occurred. File game script. Character repeat. .rpy line 370. Trace back text for details. Dot dot dot. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to be what has pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream what still echoes in my ear. Then why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me that I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, gave her what I know she wanted out of a relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know how I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now, nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset or try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I have to carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I could still do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, 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 never. And so see? Now, you see what happened to her? She's all glitched out, not Sayori anymore. So that is, as sad as it is, the end of the first playthrough of, well, the first part of the playthrough for Doki-Doki Literature Club. Oh man, that was sad. Fuck. So, holy shit. I don't even know what to think about that. Like I said, I'd already seen that ending because of when I tried recording this a long time ago for the channel. But the recording corrupted. So I had to, I took a break from YouTube, from gaming on PC, and went back to my console. And then when I came back on, I thought, okay, I'm going to take another crack at this. And holy shit. This game, man, it gives you the feels. So I'm gonna have to end it off here. Hopefully I should be uploading this later. I'm gonna have a sleep and I don't have college tomorrow, so it's all chill. I say that a lot, by the way. I say things are chill instead of things are alright or things are cool. I say things are chill. But damn. Well, I hope there's nothing else when I scroll over her. Scroll over anything. If I click on her name, click on her. No, nothing happens. So I'm gonna end this one off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, smash that like button and subscribe to see some more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.